name is Katrina McKell and welcome to another science experiment. Today we're going to do the popular internet sensation rainbow Skittles. To start off with, you will need to gather the following materials. You will need a bag of Skittles. You will need a jug of hot water. You will also need a plate. I'm also going to be doing an art side to this experiment as part of STEAM. So you will need a tray and a piece of more absorbent paper with a biro to draw your design on. I've chosen to do a girl wearing a ball dress. So to start off with, you will need to place some Skittles around the sides of the bowl. Now they can be in a particular pattern or just random. I'm going to do mine random. Need one more. Now you can add spaces or you can just make sure that there's no gaps like I'm doing. It's entirely up to you. Okay. Now what you will need to do is pour your hot water into the center of the bowl. Let's wait and see what happens. I've poured just enough to cover the surface. Please note that you will also need a flat, level surface to put your plate on, otherwise the experiment won't work as well. Now what I'm noticing is that the colours are moving towards the centre of the plate. What I'm also noticing is that the colours are remaining separate, i.e. they do not mix. So why is this happening? Well, this experiment demonstrates diffusion. The sugar and the coloured dyes dissolve from the high area of concentration. The Skittles themselves into an area of low concentration, i.e. the water, which is what we can see is happening here. The colours do not mix because the densities of the dissolved sugar from each colour are slightly different, creating stratification, which is the arrangement of something into groups. Now, isn't that amazing? Let's try and do an art experiment. So, same thing again. What I'm going to do is place the Skittles around the edges of the dress. Now again, you can do whatever colour dress you want, but I want us to look rainbow-like. So I'm going to do a variety of colours here. Right, so now that I've done that, this is my design. Now let's pour the hot water into the centre and see what happens. Now remember, I've got a tray here to get the water, and I'm just noticing that I've left a gap here. So what I'm going to do is fill that gap, because otherwise the colour will spread, which is what I don't want to happen in this particular case. Okay. One, two, three. Now let's wait and see what happens. So my hypothesis is that it's going to do the same thing as a plate, i.e. go to the center. What do you think is going to happen? I can already see that all the colour is kind of streaming off to this side and going down the tray, which suggests that it's not quite on an even surface. You can see how well the paper has absorbed the water, because this side is dry and this in the center it's damp, but you can see that all the water has gone off the plate. So now I'm just going to pick up my picture and you can see a beautiful dress. And again, the colours have kind of stayed separate. Why don't you try out an art experiment of your own and see what you can come up with? Thank you for watching another science experiment with me, Katrina McKell. As usual, much of my inspiration comes from Dr. Dot, a professional who teaches science to kids and adults. I encourage you to join her online science club for adults, which will be in the link below. I also encourage you to subscribe to her YouTube channel, which is also in the links below. I've also supplied my own YouTube channel subscription and a link to my website where I type up many of my experiments. I'll see you next time. Bye.